Zoning Commission meeting. Today is Tuesday, August 1st, 2017. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Ms. Cassavon? Here. Mr. Lauren?
Here.
Mr. Richardson?
Here.
Mr. Richard?
Here.
Mr. Willie? Mr. Davis?
Here.
Mr. Fitzmaurice?
Here.
Mr. Doherty?
Here.
Mr. Drum? Mr. Randolph?
Here.
We do have a quorum. This time, we'd respectfully ask for you to silence all phones and electronic devices. If you wish to appeal any of the recommendations of this commission, appeals cards are to our right. If you wish to speak in front of the commission, we would ask that you fill out a speaker's card for our records. Each side will be provided 10 minutes with 5 minutes of rebuttal. And lastly, after each case, if you wish to discuss it further, we would ask that you exit the building, as if you go back into the back foyer area, it does echo into the chamber. This time we would ask you to stand for an invocation by Commissioner Randolph, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance by Commissioner Richard.
Gracious Father, once again we come to you to say thank you for all the blessings you bestowed in our lives from time past, even throughout this entire day. You allowed us to experience your grace and mercy. You protected us, and we thank you for this opportunity once again to come to, on behalf of the commission, Lord, for this parish. We ask a special blessing on each and every one of us, all of those that we represent, the government that we serve, and all these blessings we ask in your holy name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. In our packets, or received possibly separately, are the minutes of the July 5th, 2017. Commissioner Richard?
Mr. Chair, I move to approve.
So moved. Commissioner Dougherty?
I'll second.
Commissioner Randolph? Any further comments? We have a motion by Commissioner Richard, second by Commissioner Dougherty to approve. Please vote.
Motion carries. 8 yeas, 0 nays, 2 absent. Two absent?
He had said I was absent.
Oh.
I voted affirmative.
He wasn't marked in.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Staff, are there any cases do you wish postponed? No cases postponed. That would take half of them out. This is a public hearing, and the public is encouraged to speak on behalf of or in opposition to any of the cases. Zoning change request cases, applications for proposed change of zoning district or amendments to the land use ordinance requiring review and recommendation of approval by the Zoning Commission before action by the Parish Council are as follows. 2017-706-ZC, existing zoning A2 Suburban District. Proposed zoning A2 Suburban District and Manufactured Housing Overlay. The parcel, 1 acre. The petitioner, Itzela Wahab. The owner, Itzela Wahab. The parcel is located on the southwest corner of Elaine Lane and Stephanie Lane, being Lot 40, Ramsey Estates, Ward 3, District 3. Staff?
The 2025 Future Land Use Plan calls for the area to be developed with residential uses, including manufactured homes. Staff would like to recommend approval of the request.
Is the petitioner here? Please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record.
State your name.
Good evening, my name is Itzela Wahab. I'm here today because I need a permission for mobile home for my property. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in the public who wishes to speak in favor of the request? Is there anyone who wishes to speak in opposition? Seeing none, I close it to the public and I bring it to the commission. Commissioner Casabon.
Yes, this area is appropriate. I'll make a motion to approve.
So moved. Commissioner Randolph. Second. Motion by Commissioner Casabon. Second by Commissioner Randolph. Any further comments? Please vote. Give me my screen back.
At 9 yeas, 0 nays, 2 absent.
Motion carries. ZC-07-041, major amendment to a planned unit development overlay. The parcel, 848.261 acres. The petitioner, Jeffrey D. Shane. The owner, Weyerhaeuser Real Estate Development Company. The parcel is located on the east side of Louisiana Highway 434, north of Azell Road, south of D'Antonio Road, Wards 7 and 9, Districts 7 and 11. Staff?
The site was originally approved in 2007 to be developed as a residential, institutional, and commercial development. Excuse me. And it was amended in 2013 to add a business park in the northern portion of the site. At this time, petitioner is requesting a major amendment to the PUD, and the objectives are as follow. To change the use of the 16.9 acre parcel at the south entrance from multifamily apartment to mixed use. To provide flexibility in lot layouts within development parcels. To provide flexibility in design and drainage solutions as development proceeds. And to establish a list of permitted use for each zoning categories, setback, maximum height, signage, landscaping, lighting, and parking regulation for the development. Although some amendments to the originally approved plan are being requested, the 848-acre site is proposed to be developed very similarly with single-family residential use, multifamily residential use, institutional, commercial, office, and institutional uses. Note that the amendments will not result in an increase in the total number of residential units approved in the original PUD. Also, the 53-acre portion of the site located along Highway 434, designated as the St. Tammany Advanced Campus, is planned to continue being developed as originally approved. The parcel is now the home of Park and Ride, the first phase of the North Shore Technical Community College, which was completed in 2017, at the beginning of 2017, and will soon house the St. Tammany Parish Emergency Operations Center and other government offices and a high school. At this time, staff would like to recommend approval of the requested major amendment to the PUD.
Thank you. Mr. Shane?
Thank you, Mr. Manella and Honorable Commission. Jeff Shane of the Jones Fussell Law Firm, P.O. Box 1810 in Covington. I represent the owner, developer, and petitioner in this matter, the Weyerhaeuser Company. I believe that the staff report lays out the reasons that we come to you to amend the PUD this evening. I think rather than going through a lot of the details, it may be more appropriate to see if any of you have any questions. And I don't mean to slight the public in any way, but I don't believe there's anyone here this evening that apparently intends to comment. The second page of the staff report gives us a table of the salient information as it relates to the areas, the proposed uses, and the things that we intend to do. I guess, again, the density is unchanged. The green space meets the code requirements. But we believe that this plan will actually not only facilitate a better development for the developer, but also for the parish. We have now also, by virtue of this amendment, provided needed details as it relates to the scale of the development with regard to setbacks, heights, signage, and things of that nature. Hopefully, you had a chance to at least look through the restrictive covenants that have been proposed that will govern the development, which will include eventually owners associations, dues mechanisms, things of that nature, to perpetuate and take care of the needs of the development in that area. So with those comments, Mr. Manella, I'd like to rest until, and see what questions, if any, you may have.
Thank you, Mr. Shane. Is there anyone else in the public who wishes to speak in favor of the request? Is there anyone who wishes to speak in opposition? Seeing none, I close it to the public and I bring it to the commission. Commissioner Davis.
Jeff?
Yes, sir.
This is not really a question, it's more of a statement. That North Shore Technical College is awesome. That's a beautiful complex you have out there.
Great.
And I like that big water tower you got out there, too.
Well,
Looks like you supply the whole St. Tammany Parish with that thing.
we can take credit for the water tower, the technical college, some credit goes to our partners.
Sure.
The parish and state as well.
One question with this area where the multifamily apartments was going to be, and it's going to be a mixed use now, where is that in relationship to the location of the proposed high school?
The 16.9 acres is the southwesterly corner, so near the coroner's office.
Yeah.
The 10 acres for the school board is really sort of the northeasterly sector of the 50 acres, is that right? That would probably be a good description. So there's a 50-acre block, as you can see on the plan, that's that stack area. So really, I would say that sort of catty corner, kind of if you consider the multi-use to be in the southwest area, more so in the northeasterly area.
Okay,
of
so
the 50
there
acre.
won't be any,
Good bit of distance.
okay, so there won't be any problems with alcohol use, especially in the mixed use to where the location
No,
of the high
sir,
school is?
there's plenty of separation there, and I think there would not be any code challenges, if you will, as it relates to distances. That's a good point, but I think we'll be fine there.
Thank you.
Commissioner Kasabon?
Yes, Jeff, this gets better and better, but I had a thought on the fire district. Do we have any land designated for fire stations within this? I know there's one by the hospital, that area.
Right.
But with the size and the number of buildings and what we're looking for, do we have any land set aside or infrastructure for that?
There's no site per se. I don't know that there is a need, but I think that we still have obviously lots of
Lots of-
acreage in
just a
addition to
thought,
this.
it-
No, but in
the way
addition to
it's-
this 850 acres, we have 400 acres to the north.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that as we develop it, if it appears that the fire district feels that there
I was
needs-
just saying, you've got everything in here, I just,
Sure.
but I've seen that, but it's
That's
fantastic.
a good point.
I'll make does anybody else want to speak? I'll just make a motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Kasabon to approve, second by Commissioner Davis. Commissioner Lauren.
Yes, just for the record, Jeff and Helen, on the conceptual plan 2.0, page 4, the table lists the lot width, the setback, and heights, and that sort of thing. All of that meets or exceeds the parish standards.
Yes.
The only comment I'd have is this is one of the more comprehensive documents we've gotten, and more complete, it answers the questions, and I congratulate you all on doing a good job.
Thank you, and if I may, I was remiss in making one important point, and that is that in putting this amendment together, we've worked with your staff for probably 4 months, roughly. So although this is certainly our work paper, it was really a collaborative effort in terms of giving them ideas as to what we had in mind, but they gave us plenty of feedback to make sure that we stayed not only met the parameters or requirements of the parish, but in many cases exceeded them. So I think a thanks to your staff is in order because they spent an awful lot of time on this case with us, and we appreciate it.
Thank you for your comments. Commissioner Lauren, any further comment? Okay. Any further comments from anyone? If not, we have a motion by Commissioner Casabon to approve, second by Commissioner Davis. Please vote.
9 yeas, 0 nays, 2 absent.
Motion carries. Is there any old business to come before the commission? Is there any new business to come before the commission? If not, I think, ladies and gentlemen, we set a record. Motion to adjourn.